Could you use a quick tip daily? How about a tip that can impact your day? My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Look at my shirt. It says powered by optimism. That's it. So let's talk about you, your story can change someone else's can't even say it, trajectory on their life, on what they're doing, because you may inspire someone and you never even thought that how important your story truly is. So let's consider how important you are as a person who, without realizing, your story can inspire someone to be that much better. It's it's also how you tell your story. So many people don't understand the aspect of storytelling, the importance of your story. How are you telling it to people? So structuring your story will make others want to hear your story. Whatever your story is it a business idea, a concept? Is it a personal idea? Is it a life lesson that you've learned? Is it how you became who you became? So your story is unique, even if you were in a room of 100 people and you all experienced the same exact thing. But the way you tell your story, your point of view, your perception, that's what makes your story so cool. So, have you thought about you? How'd you get to where you are today? It it could be intriguing. Some people think I don't have a story. I am boring. I live a sedentary lifestyle. I go to work or I go to school or I do it's rinse and repeat. It's the same thing day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. And that, my friend, is where you are wrong. You are wrong because even if you do the same thing every day, you're going to encounter different people. You're going to encounter different moods. You're going to be in a different mood. You may eat, even if you ate the same exact food every day, after a while, it may taste differently. It may taste better. It may taste worse. It may taste bland. It may taste sweet. Who knows? But life is so full of surprises, and your life is also full of surprises. So consider how you move through your life. All of the things that you do every day, there's storytelling. You go to the store, you encountered a person, you saw somebody. Maybe somebody got a flat. You saw them. How did they change it? Did they have to get on the phone? Did they hit a pothole and get? So there's so many little ingredients that you can blend into your story. Not just the fact that I went to the store, but you're not going to believe what happened on the way there, or who I encountered, or what I learned while I was at the store. So it's all these little instances throughout your day that can make your story engaging. So my tip for you today is Journal. Oh, yes, I journal. And guess what I also do? I add to my journal. But also, this is one of many journals. I have my remarkable too that I write in, but I also like to get into writing. You can see there's a lot of writing in this book. It's all over the place. And for me, it's always about how can I add? How can I add to this? By the way, this is a journal that I use when I'm hearing someone else speak, and I write down the thoughts that they help me to get out. Thoughts I already probably had, but the way they put it, wow, that clicked. It triggered a thought, a process, an idea in me. So these are not their words. These are the triggers from their words. This is how we can get better at communication. So communication is so powerful, so powerful. I encourage you to get better at your communication skills, and we have a great way for you to do it. Come to New York, you'll see.
In a world where words shape destinies and connections forge futures, this November 22nd to the 24th, Speaking Prowess brings you the ultimate hands-on workshop.
We have a lineup of some of the most influential communication experts in the industry. These are the voices that will guide you on a journey to enhance your ability to connect, influence, and succeed.
Sifu Raphael, master instructor and founder of Speaking Prowess, blends communication and leadership to help you reach your full potential. Dr. Oliver T. Reed, the international multi-best-selling author and motivational speaker, known as the Writing Coach, will help you craft your messages with precision. Jose Escobar, a nationally recognized speaker and leader, will guide you in mastering personal development and leadership skills. This is more than just an event. It's a game-changing, skill-building experience. Walk away with communication prowess that transforms your personal and professional life. Speaking Prowess, where communication becomes your superpower. Reserve your seat now.
So when you consider communication, consider the communication you have with yourself. Consider the stories you even tell yourself. Some of them are lies. Some of them are you're lying to yourself because you say, I can't do that. I can't do this. My friend, you can do anything you put your mind to. So I encourage you, I truly, truly encourage you to find a space. One, to forgive yourself for all the mistakes you've ever made. Two, consider everything in your life as having a reason for being there, for being in your life. Why is it that we do what we do when we do it? That's truly what we need every day. We need to have that encouragement, that word of advice that we can use for us, for ourselves. It's so critical that we write down some things we may have heard, the way we interpret them. That's what's going to help to add to your story. What is your story? How do you tell? How do you know? So let's be proactive with our stories. Accumulate those things for your stories? How do you adapt what you're seeing in the world to you? Storytelling. You've seen a movie, you've seen a TV show, you've seen someone in person take an action. That's a story. You can reflect on what someone else has done and say, wow, that's incredible. And you can even tell that story. You're not going to believe when I was on my way to the store, I saw somebody crossing the street and they were oblivious to the traffic, and yet they thought that no one was going to hit them. And that day, they were lucky. No one did hit them. You may have seen it. You've been in a parking lot and you see somebody just walk across without looking. They think they own the road. Meanwhile, they're a pedestrian, and somebody else may be driving in a vehicle that's what tons, and that car can kill them. But yet, they take it for granted that that person is not going to hit them with their car. Accidents happen, my friend. That's why we have insurance. So never take anything for granted. But you'll see people do that on a daily basis. People take their lives for granted. Don't do that. That's my recommendation for today. Tell your story. Your story has value. Every day, consider this. Even if you never write a book, which we all have a book in us, we all do. I've written probably, I'll be honest, about 90 books. Now, will all of them get published? Probably not. Maybe more, maybe less, maybe none. But the thing is, when I say a book, I journal about my thoughts, my ideas, what's going on. Good morning, Sifu. James, my friend, how are you? Thank you for being here with me. And yes, you and I, we need to get on a call. So when you get a chance, let me know when you're free. Let's get on a call. Let's talk. Yes, you do love telling stories, and some which are so worthwhile telling, some which can impact just another person. So storytelling. I love sitting around and listening to people tell stories. That's what campfires are about. That's what sitting with your friends are about. That's what either having coffee or a cocktail or tea or something. That's what it's about. Sitting at the dinner table and telling stories. Hey, you're never going to believe what happened to me today. Or let me tell you about what I saw today. Or one of the things that I don't like about this type of storytelling is when you're gossiping. That's not a good way to tell stories. Not in my book. Not in my book. I don't like gossip because the person that is being gossiped about is not there to defend themselves. But if you're retelling a story of what you actually saw, that's okay, right? But if you're telling a story about what somebody else did and you're not going to believe what so and so did, especially if the people in the room know them, but they don't know why that person did that. So, gossiping to me, I stay away from it. And here's the thing, here's how I safeguard myself from people gossiping to me. I actually say, hey, you know what? They're not here to defend that story, so I really don't want to hear it. And to be honest with you, I'd rather talk about something else. To me, that's the way I live my life. I don't want to gossip. If I want to hear the story, I want to hear it from the horse's mouth, if you will. And that's if horses could talk. So communicate, 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 communicate. I can't stress it enough. We need to communicate every single day and tell stories. Tell stories. Even on a day where you maybe stay home and you see zero people, no one, you can still tell yourself stories. There's nothing wrong with that. What do you think in here is? These are stories that I've been telling myself. This is me writing about what my thoughts are. These are storytelling. There's so many stories in these books that I write. I have tons of them. You should too. And I know some people don't like journaling. Grab your phone. I had an idea. Boom, hit record. And that's it. It's that simple. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate you being here. And what can I say? I look forward to seeing you. Well, let's put it this way. Tomorrow I have the show called Coaching Call at 10 a.m. with Raquel Soto. Oh my God, it's going to be an incredible show. On Thursday morning, we have this show at 9:30, but then at 10 o'clock, I have L.S. Kirkpatrick, and she's got such great stories. She's written 22 books. 22 books. Talk about storytelling. And she's going to tell us her story. And then Friday, I have tons of things happening. I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Take care.